Welcome to the next episode. Today we have a top 25 matchup between your Michigan Wolverines and the number 20 Northwestern Wild. Oh, there it is. Michigan looks to go into Northwestern and come away with a big win on the road. The Cats will be in their black, all blacks. Actually, no, they'll just be in this. They'll be in their home jerseys with their script helmets. Michigan will be wearing their maize pants and maize socks on the road. We'll see at the end of this one, at the end of the first half. Thanks for watching, and go blue.
Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So Northwesterns will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. That's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the misconnection on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up.
Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Northwestern Northwestern offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the way.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Northwestern will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looking for a block. It's Boone. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give on the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hard running there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get 1st downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. Discards a man. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the running back.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Wolverines with the first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. Finding more yards with the spin move. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To the air on 1st down. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Terrell. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. The aerial assault continues. Looking to buy time. Keeps it. Oh, he dropped it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Northwestern will have to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going downfield for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the quarterback
Northwestern will kneel out the half, and Michigan will lead 35-0 at the break.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion.
11 for 113 and 3 rushing scores with 1 receiving touchdown. Oh my goodness. This is insane for the running back early on. 2 rushing touchdowns, I do believe. Q Beach, 5 for 5, 168, 2 touchdowns. What? No, he does have 3 rushing scores. Tandy, 11 for 113, 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, it's Najee Tandy with 3 for 93, but Westbrook 1 for 59 and a touchdown as well. So, Michigan leads 35-0. Second half looks like it's going to probably turn out to be another... This one looks like it's going to be another blowout win for Michigan. A great blowout win versus a ranked opponent would be awesome to put for the selection committee. So let's see how this goes. Second half starts right now.
Running back, his elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might as well give it to him again. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Shakes off the tackler. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Coming after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snags it down the right side. Delivers the contact. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Smashes ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Mississippi State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the right. Sweet feet on the move. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Fast motion and the jet sweep. Touchdown Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Toss sweep to the right. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Yeah. Keep that rolling. If they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 8th play of the drive coming up. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, it's a reverse. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Bringing it back, it's Davis. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Northwestern 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts,
Michigan rolls into a ranked Northwestern and beats them to hell. 70-7 the final score in this one. Michigan takes home the big win on the road. How about Najee Tandy? 19 attempts, 198 yards, and 4 rushing touchdowns. Had a receiving touchdown today. There's Cedric Westbrook's receiving touchdown, long 54-yard touchdown. Najee Tandy's receiving score, 69 yards for him. Lots of guys got to get into the end zone today for Michigan. Few each, 6 of 7, 179, 2 touchdowns. How about Sherfield, 2 for 4, 54 yards and a passing touchdown. Najee Tandy, 19 for 198, 4 rushing scores. Prado, 6 for 27 and a touchdown. Davis, 1 for 9 and a touchdown. Figueroa, 1 for a 4-yard touchdown. Receiving, Najee Tandy had 3 receptions, 93 yards and a touchdown. Algier, 2 for 54 and a touchdown. For that 54, but and a 38-yard reception was as long. Cedric Westbrook, 1 for a 59-yard touchdown. Blocking, no sacks were let up. Not from our starting offensive line anyway. And Michigan had no interceptions. We did have a forced fumble, but we did not recover a fumble. Kicking, Jamie Savage. And for 10 on extra points. That's all we needed. No punts for Michigan. Kick returns. Nothing like really stands out. But Najee Tandy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total touchdowns for Najee Tandy. Came close to that 5 rushing touchdown game, but sadly was injured before he could take care of business. Michigan. So the Wolverines get a big time win on the road, 70-7. Oh my goodness. Pat Casper commits. Sidney Floyd commits. Figured we were going to get a couple of commitments out of that because of the way we dominated that game. Both sides of the ball really dominated. One big run given up by the Michigan defense is their lowest floor for the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. Najee Tandy will get Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week and probably National Offensive Player of the Week. Yep, there it is. National Offensive Player of the Week for Najee Tandy. And little brother is next week. Yeah. Michigan up to number 4. Penn State remains at number 1. Mississippi State up to 2. Oregon 3. Michigan 4. Nebraska 5. LSU 6. Stanford 7. Georgia 8. NC State 9. Miami 10. California 11. Wisconsin stays at number 12 after 24-21 victory over UConn. Close win. 13 is still Clemson. 14 is Louisiana Tech. Florida 15. Ohio State up to 16 from 19th after their win over Minnesota. So that game is looking like it could be a big one at the end of the year. 17th is Washington, 18th Oklahoma, 19th Texas Tech, 20th Notre Dame fell after losing to Georgia Tech, who is nowhere to be seen. Yep, not even down here. Texas is back in the rankings. So is Nevada. Appears for the first time. 8-1 on the year, and they just now get Louisville after their loss to Stanford. They got demolished. It seems like 49-24. Jacksonville State back into the rankings at 24th after their 31-7 win over Kennesaw. And TCU into the rankings at 25th. So Georgia fell to 8th based on last week's rankings. So the media poll, pretty much the same, except they have Nebraska at 5. Here's the coaches poll. Nebraska is 5 in both. Penn State's number 1, and yet they are nowhere near a conference championship game unless either Nebraska and Oregon or Michigan, Nebraska, or Oregon. Michigan, Nebraska, or Oregon need to lose. They need to lose. That would probably bring Wisconsin and Ohio State and Washington into the fray for a conference title game appearance. And here's a look at our schedule coming up. The biggest game this week is going to be Penn State, Nebraska, 1v5 in the Big Ten. Western Michigan, Oklahoma, we took care of business early in the year except for one. That game haunts me to this day. Should have won that game. But bad calls on offense, bad calls on defense, frankly, also cost us that game. So, came back, demolished Purdue. Somehow had a close one against Maryland. And then, like we just did, we demolished Northwestern. Michigan State, this one's going to be a big one as well. If Nebraska can pull out that win against Penn State, and we beat Michigan State, there's a good chance we're either 2 or 3. So, Nebraska, that's going to be a big one on the road at Lincoln before we come back home to face a 7-2 Ohio State squad. Seems like they're finally back into the winning ways down there in Columbus. But Ohio State right now, nowhere near where they want to be, obviously. They want to be up near where we are. They lost to Wisconsin and Penn State, although their Penn State game was dang close. They won on Senior Day, though. They beat Minnesota, who was 0-9. 34-24, they're on the road for the next 3 games, ending, of course, in our house, in the big house, in Ann Arbor. Well, Michigan beats Northwestern 70-7. We'll end this video with some recruiting. Heading into Michigan State week, and little brother, hopefully little brother don't act up. They better not. But Michigan, little brother will more than likely try to act up, and we will have to put them back in their place. Does Michigan need bigger wins? More than likely. We probably should have a few bigger wins. Like we said, that loss to USC is going to haunt Michigan fans forever. We definitely should have won that game. The fact that we didn't is a testament to, one, how good Northwestern might actually have been if they hadn't, our classes fallen to the 5th spot. We only have 11 commits, but 5 stars. Alex Bigsby. I hate this kid. But as we go into Little Brother week, party week, realistically should dominate this game, just like we did against Northwestern. Now, are we going to put up 70 points? Hopefully. I really do hope so. I want to just absolutely annihilate Michigan State. So, hopefully we can. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. And that's the end of today's video.